Okay, it's time for another TLB speed draft with me, Kim. Jimmy is watching his sick children, so I'm doing one more alone. We have an Inkwell Leviathan, Torrent of Souls, some decent cards. I'm going to try out a strategy that my friend recommended within this format. He drafted this a lot, and he said that basically you pick good cards within the Grixis colors, and then from there on you can pick, depending on what you get, what kind of card you get. You could either go Reanimator, you could go Burning Vengeance, you could go Control, you could even go like Honden Control. There are a lot of good synergies within the colors. So here I'm taking a Reanimated target, and now I guess Burning Vengeance because it's so powerful if you get there. And here we have Deep Analysis. Basically, from picking good Grixis cards, you could end up in one of three of the best decks within the format. Otherwise, it's like Elves and maybe Burn. I guess that's green-red in this format. Chain Lightning I like. Hoping to wheel Fateless Looting. Might not do that. So I'm taking cards that could fit into Blue-Red Control, Grixis Control, Burning Vengeance if we get a lot of flashback. Buildback Chief is just a solid card. It can stabilize a board, give you the time you need. If we get black Reanimator spells, I might go the Inkwell Leviathan route. Or you can just go, you can pick up the Hondens within the Grixis colors, maybe splash for another Honden if you're lucky. There are a lot of ways to go and have good decks drafting within the Grixis colors, because blue, black and red are the best colors, followed by white, and green is by a lot of people considered far worse color in this format. I don't think it's that bad. Some are basically calling it unplayable if you're not in Elves. I wouldn't go that far, but Elves is certainly the best with green, and otherwise I'm not that impressed. The 4/4 doesn't look like a super Reanimator target. I don't like Reckless Charge because if I go like Burning Vengeance, I'm probably not going to have a lot of creatures. Could take the Caves if we're getting for the Grixis purpose. We could get some good black cards. Okay, Pyroblast, Firebolt. Seems like red is very open, and I like that because red is one of, if not the best, I guess blue maybe might be considered the best color, but red is at least up there. So maybe we could see be the Spells Matter deck. And if we pick up like another Burning Vengeance or We Dragonauts or whatever. Okay, if again we're playing black, Knight's Whisper is decent if we need card draw. We did not wheel the Fateless Looting, sadly, so there might be someone else. I guess it's just a decent card. It's good in Reanimator, it's good in Burning Vengeance, and if you have like a combo deck or whatever, it's good just basically to find the cards you need. So we have some maybe cards, we have some probably not cards, and we have a blue-red base to start with. We don't have to play. And you can also be like a Grixis deck and have like one Burning Vengeance and also have Reanimation, or just have a few different win cons. I have tried this strategy out. This is the 4th time I'm trying to go to pick Grixis early, and I'm 9-0 so far, so we'll see if it works out again. Torrent of Souls, or I guess Crater Hellion could be a good Reanimation target. It could be a good just board sweeper against if you face creature decks and you need to stabilize. I'm not married to it, but I do think it looks pretty good. We don't know which route this deck is taking yet. I like Una's Grace with Burning Vengeance more than the Dual Caster. I'm not that high on Dual Caster Mage. Carbonize, decent removal. So red seems pretty open from both directions. This is not an Icrid deck. Millikin is more for Threshold, White Mane Lion if you're the Enter the Battlefields deck. Okay, so no more Burning Vengeances so far. Not that many. I guess Desperate Ravings could work if we don't get like Fateless Looting and Deep Analysis. But it's like the 3rd best of those, I think. Quite Speculation seems like it could be good. We already have a few flashback cards. So we haven't seen any black reanimation spells, I guess, outside of the black-red Torrent of Souls. We might wheel that. I'm not in love with Gamble. Silent Departure, though, I really like. Remove some, buy time early, get the flashback later. I do like Man of War, but I think I like Mystical Tutor better. Because if we don't get a lot of like deep analysis or whatever, we can just find what we really need. So got a Firebolt. Yeah, it's starting to look like a Burning Vengeance deck. I guess I already have a speed draft app with a Burning Vengeance deck, but this is just to show how. Okay, so now we could take Torrent of Souls, because we could still be reanimating. If I do think if this deck wants to play like Inkwell plus Torrent or whatever, we need to splash black as it looks now, and we also need more Fateless Looting. If we don't get enough Fateless Looting, I'm not sure. Relic is good against us. We might also face a reanimator deck and board it in. And I guess I'm hoping not to play all the Desperate Ravings, because sometimes you could discard a card you really don't want to discard. Swiftwater Cliff is a good pickup. And now just nothing. So the reanimation did not... It doesn't really seem to be working out. Ooh, a late counterspell. I like counterspell in this deck also. But we might just be able to pull off a Burning Vengeance deck again. Yeah, we Dragonauts. It's basically, if the board is clear, it's basically like a Burning Vengeance. Obviously not that good, but it works similar. And then you could also aim your spells at other things than your opponent and still get value from pumping. Bloodbraid Elf, very good card, but I do like Firebolt in this deck, and Duplicant seems a bit too clunky. We need early interaction and then win with card advantage and burning our opponent out, it looks like. I guess Chain Lightning, Firebolt, Carbonize, Burning Vengeance, all of those burn our opponent at the moment. Pretty boring pack for us. Could just take a Phantom Monster. Probably not going to play that. And again, Knight's Whisper if we're splashing black, but it doesn't look like we have to. Phantom Monster doesn't seem perfect. Okay, good. We got Burning... Because if you get 2 Burning Vengeance, I think you can go all in on the on the strategy. If you only get 1, you need alternative win conditions. People can board in Enchantment Hate, and if you only have 1 or basically not draw it, your deck might end up not doing anything. But now we have Burning Vengeance, we Dragonauts, and that should be enough. And we have already a lot of other spells that both flashback and actually burn by themselves. So we'll see if we actually need to play that Crater Hellion. That could be a card we bought out. And Flame Jab is perfect. So basically what that says, in the late early you can like kill an elf, and in late game we can, for 1 mana, ditch a land, do 3 to 5 damage. And don't mind counterspell number 2. Hopefully we will have good enough mana. And actually Mog War Marshal is good in this type of deck. It just puts out chump blockers to stay alive. It's actually decent. And we're getting past all the firebolts in the world. So this is looking like Burning Vengeance, Burn, Control, whatever. Here we probably don't need counterspell number 3, so I'm taking mana just to have the double blue, and I guess move out Phantom Monster. We already have 23 good playables. I don't super love Crater Hellion here. It would have been better if we could reanimate it. So we'll see if we need it. What we really would have liked is like another deep analysis. I guess one way to go could be take out Helion and put in the Desperate Ravings just to have critical mass of flashback and card draw, because what I really miss looking at this pile is deep analysis number 2. Might play another turtle, we'll see. It's a very good stabilizer and blocker, obviously. And that counterspell goes to the sideboard. Could be boarded in, depending on what we face. It's very good if opponent has cards you cannot answer with the spells you have, obviously. Okay, so Carbonize doesn't synergize, but I guess it's a way for us to burn our opponent out. This is 23. I do think that this deck could be 16 lands because of, I guess, a decent amount of card draw and pretty cheap spells. Yeah, I guess I think I have to put in Desperate Ravings number 2. War Marshal, how will that look? Yeah, now we have enough card draw, even though the Ravings, I would have obviously liked 1 or 2 Fateless Looting and 1 more Deep Analysis. But I guess Mystical Tutor can work as an analysis if we need it. So this is 23. A bit unsure about the Hellion or whatever. Could see putting in Carbonize or War Marshal. So what do we take out? Yeah, we're playing 16 lands, and I think I'm moving out Hellion